Namaste. So let's talk fatigue. It's often misunderstood. I'm guilty of it too. I thought it meant you're just extremely tired. Heck, I don't even know if it has anything to do with being tired. If you think of sleeping, I don't know. Because I still can't sleep. I have insomnia. There are times where I do feel it hits me. Like right now, I'm sitting here. I had to sit down. Posting stuff to my stores. This one will be on Etsy. This is an antique. But I'm normally standing, doing a million things at one time. I can't do that anymore because I lose everything. I lose my phone. I lose my ruler that I use. I lose scissors if I'm packaging. And then I just walk in circles looking for it. And it's exhausting. Exhausting. So I'm learning to stay calm, to be calm. One thing at a time. Because it's like a mental exhaustion that triggers, it stems in your brain, and then it's just everything. My legs get tired. Sometimes that's when my tingling and numbness starts. Sometimes no. At the very beginning, the start of when the fatigue hits me, it's like clockwork every day. It doesn't really matter what I do. I mean, if I overexert myself, the fatigue lasts longer. But even if I try to relax, so in the beginning, yes, it's like a bam. But, well, it's usually 3 or 4, but now it's been happening a little sooner in the day. Bam. I'm tired. I'm fatigued. I'm spent. I'm done. My mind and my body and my spirit is done. And I have to lay down. Lay down. I feel tired, but then you get to the bed and not really tired. That's when the anxiety kicks in. Anxiety because, well, I'm alone, trying to keep my home. I have to make money. I can't work. Can I give myself unemployment? Yeah, don't say pua. I didn't get anything. However, the point is, the fatigue is unreal. That's the one thing that's really constant. Every day. It doesn't matter. Every day. Some days it's stronger or more severe or happens sooner or comes with other symptoms. But it has been the number one constant, consistent every single day. And I get so angry with myself. I feel lazy. I feel like I'm making my excuses for myself. And I haven't, as much as I've studied this post-COVID stuff, that's the one thing I kind of ignored. I didn't care to learn about. I get what fatigue feels like now. And I figured that was all I really needed to know. But the fatigue also kind of holds hands with the brain fog. It holds hands with some of the other symptoms. The tingling and the numbness. Sometimes blurry, double vision, dizziness. It can even affect our heart rates. It's kind of a big deal. I have some extra doctor referrals I need to get on. But if you're like me, you're tired of running around. I can't run around. I can't even just calling, trying to find doctors. So my long COVID doctor, he's okay. I mean, the hardest part is trying to get in touch with him because his staff is not the greatest. But I can't blame him for that. Anyways, so he got me new referrals. So let me tell you who I've already seen. I've seen the ophthalmologist was my first one, then the neuro-ophthalmologist, and then I went to a neurologist. He was awful. So now I have a new neurologist, and she's okay. I've seen a cardiologist that I pretty much walked out on because he said, "What do you want me to do about it?" But I'm part of a long haulers clinic or program. I don't ever actually go in there. He pretty much met me one time. They did some weird tests. I'll do another video for that. And then he diagnosed me with the long COVID. But through being diagnosed, I suppose that's good because now I'm able to get almost any referral that I need. But that doesn't help because once you get there, they don't know. Unfortunately, most of them don't even care. So then what do? It's exhausting to go from doctor to doctor, not just finding the doctors, but traveling or rescheduling, sitting on hold. Even that is so stressful. I did one day, this is all I'm doing today. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to call, because now I have a rheumatologist, an allergy specialist, a new cardiologist. He ordered new labs. And then my neurologist ordered Doppler for my legs to check for the blood clots. That's a lot. But every time I call, they're full or not taking new patients, or, well, then why is everything, you say that you don't take my insurance, then why are you on my website? So it's not all me. But I don't have the energy to keep calling. And then when I call, well, your doctor has, no, okay, well, that's not really how it works in Vegas. The healthcare is weird, and it's not the greatest. So he gives me referrals, and I go find my doctors. And then he didn't even have records of me even seeing the neurologist or getting my last lab or seeing the other cardiologist. I did that in November. It's May. He doesn't even have those records. I don't know who dropped the ball, but now when I'm calling new doctors, they want my doctor to call with the referral, with all my records. Well, he didn't even have all the records. And it's hard enough trying to get in touch with him because his staff. She said, "Ma'am, we're not having people come in because of COVID." I said, "Oh, okay, I understand." And she's like, "You have COVID, right?" I said, "No, I have long haulers COVID." "I know. We just want to make sure you don't infect anyone." "Ma'am, if you're working in a long haulers clinic, you should know what it is. It's not contagious. You don't have to talk to me that way." Oh my goodness. I'm tired. But I can't waste my time because I have no money. I can't work. I never got unemployment. So for the last year, I've been living off of me trying to hustle by driving Uber, by selling stuff, which is fine because I like it. But it doesn't really pay the bills, and I'm tired. I want to relax. Maybe that would help me heal. Anyways, I'm not very good at making long stories short. If you're like me, it's hard to find people that understand, not just the doctors, but friends or family. Or believe me, I don't want to talk about it all the time either, but this is who I am now. So the best bet is to talk to other long haulers, I suppose. How do I manage my fatigue? I don't know. They say you're supposed to do a little bit here and then rest, a little bit there, then rest. I can't do that. I know that I have the most energy in the mornings, usually before at least 1 or 2 p.m. So I get up and I go, go, go as hard and as fast as I can. Now, about this time, actually, I rested before I started the video. I have to lay down at least. I can't nap. I'm too anxious. Can't sleep. I have gabapentin for pain. She gave me narcolepsy meds to try to help the fatigue. I mean, it gives me an Adderall type feeling. So, yeah, it helps with the energy I already kind of have in the mornings. It does not fight the fatigue. Fatigue is still there. So, that's kind of how I have to do it. I know when I'm most productive, and I have to use that time wisely. I'm still working on, I know it, and I gotta get better with it. I have to make a list the night before, or when I'm thinking about it, or carry around pieces of paper, or for a while I'd Post-its all over the house, because I'll think of what I need from the store. I'll think of doctor's appointments, or, and that stuff's on a calendar now, but I know what I have to do to keep it together most of the time. Doesn't mean it helps. There's some days my neighbor's like, yeah, I've seen you walking around like da-da-da, but not really that calm. A little more frazzled, like just angry. Because I can't do it like I used to. Yeah. So, do what you gotta do, especially if you're like me and you just have to make it work. That's my advice for the fatigue. If I have to carry a notebook around, I thought about putting a tool belt on so I could put my phone there, my ruler, the notepad, a pen, maybe the keys. I've gotten more consistent with leaving things in the same place. I try to be conscious about it. You can't tell yourself to be conscious about something you don't realize that you're doing. Anyways, there's my rant, my rave on the long haulers fatigue. I hope this relates to some of you. My point is to just let you know you're not alone. Namaste.